Hello, my name is Henry Kirk, and this is part of my cultural identity presentation. So I'm going to talk about section one, which is a description on my cultural identity. So I would describe my culture as something that is very kind of unique compared to, most of other people. And that is in the fact that I was actually born in Kansas City. I lived there for 10 years of my life, and I had a very much kind of attachment to Kansas City because my family's from there, my grandparents, great grandparents, everyone I knew was born in Kansas City. And my parents made the decision to move me from Kansas City to San Juan, Puerto Rico when I was 10 years old. So that kind of move helped change to my culture. So I describe my culture as kind of a mix between Kansas City and Puerto Rican culture. However, I still associate myself more with Puerto Rican culture just because I spent a large part of my childhood there and I resonate with a lot of the cultural aspects there. And moving on to those cultural aspects, some of them that are very important to me, as I mentioned in my synopsis too, is the idea of family. So in Puerto Rico, family is everything. You bring family along to your proms, you bring family along with vacation, you bring family everywhere. And it came to even the fact where my best friends and everyone I knew, we all knew our parents, we all hung out with them and everything. And I think that's an aspect to the cultural identity that, I think is really kind of beautiful about Puerto Rico. And it's something that's very kind of unique, I would say. And another aspect I would also say is their work-life balance. I noticed, especially compared to the United States where I lived to in Kansas City, Puerto Rican cultural identity is more so work-life balance focused. So they try to work to live rather than live to work, which is more so in the United States. So I'd say that Puerto Rico is very in line with more kind of so European cultures too, which focus on high living standards. And then I practice a lot of these aspects in my life, especially when it comes to family. I always talk to my family. I call my mom and dad every single day, and they are very close to me. And I think that move kind of helped shape me into becoming someone who is a lot closer than their family than I would have if I just stayed in the United States. And in terms of work-life balance, while I try to practice that good work-life balance, I do think I do focus too much on the work aspect, and I do need to practice more of, enjoying living and enjoying just being out with friends and everything. But yeah, that's part of my cultural identity and something that's very unique.